I was left out of my sister's wedding, so I booked a getaway. When the ceremony collapsed, my family desperately tried to contact me. "You're blowing this out of proportion. It's just a wedding," my mother said. But I wasn't invited to my own sister's big day. Instead, I planned a trip. Soon after, my relatives flooded my phone with messages. I stared at my phone, rereading the text for the 6th time. "Hey, just letting you know the guest list is set, and we had to make some hard choices. Hope you're okay with it. Love you." Hard choices? Hard choices? I wasn't a far-off relative or a childhood friend they hadn't seen in ages. I was her brother, my sister, the one I'd supported through every breakdown, heartbreak, and moment of uncertainty, had just excluded me like I was irrelevant. The screen glowed, a dull ache of disbelief tightening in my chest. I almost chuckled, thinking it was a mix-up. I grabbed my phone and dialed my mom. She picked up on the second ring, her tone cheerful. "Hey, darling, what's going on?" I skipped the pleasantries. "I just got a text from Sarah. She says the guest list is done, and I'm not on it." A brief silence followed, just long enough to confirm my suspicions. "Oh, sweetie," my mom sighed, using that patronizing tone that made me feel irrational. "It's just a wedding. Don't turn this into a big deal." Just a wedding. A sharp twist of anger knotted in my gut. "Are you kidding?" I said, my voice oddly steady. "Mom, I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my sister's wedding?" She made a dismissive sound, like I was a kid throwing a fit. "It's not about you. They had to keep the event small and—" "Mom," I interrupted. "I just saw Sarah's Instagram. She invited 150 people." Silence. Then a strained laugh. "Well, you know how it is. Weddings cost a fortune. Maybe they thought you wouldn't care about missing this one." I felt like I'd been punched. "Wouldn't care?" I repeated. "Mom, I've been there for Sarah through everything. I helped her move 3 times. When she was jobless, I paid half her rent. I was the one who got her through her last breakup. And now I'm not important enough to be at her big day?" "Oh, don't be so dramatic," my mom said with another sigh. "It's just one day. You're making this bigger than it needs to be." I gave a short, humorless laugh. Overreacting. I could already see how this would play out. I'd argue my mom would brush it off. Sarah would offer a weak apology later, and I'd be expected to let it go. Because that's what I always did. Not this time. Something inside me snapped. If I wasn't worth including, then fine. I wouldn't be there at all. I ended the call without another word and started scrolling on my phone. If I wasn't going to Sarah's wedding, I'd be somewhere far better. I was taking a vacation. The more I thought about it, the more furious I grew. I wasn't the type to get upset over small slights. I'd let plenty slide before. Sarah had forgotten my birthday multiple times. She only reached out when she needed a favor. My mom always expected me to be the bigger person. Sarah got away with everything. But this was a new level of disregard. I wasn't going to sit at home sulking while my sister and family celebrated without me. If I wasn't important enough to be included, I wasn't important enough to be there when they needed me. I opened my laptop and started searching for flights. If Sarah could have her dream day, I'd have the best week of my life. It took less than an hour to arrange. I booked an all-inclusive stay at a 5-star resort in the Bahamas. Oceanfront suite, spa treatments, private beach access. I'd always told myself a trip like this was too extravagant. Not now. This wasn't just a vacation, it was a declaration. When the wedding weekend arrived, I was already on a plane, sipping wine in first class. I posted a photo, legs stretched out, glass in hand, with the caption, "Got left off the guest list, but I think I'll manage." The responses came fast. Some cousins sent fire emojis. My aunt, the only sensible family member, commented, "Proud of you, should have invited me." But the best reaction? My mom's. She sent 3 texts in a row. "Where are you? Are you really skipping your sister's wedding over this? You're acting childish." Childish? I wasn't done yet. I replied with a photo of the beach. White sand, turquoise water, picture perfect. Then I turned off my phone. I wasn't letting them guilt me. Not this time. For the first time in years, I put myself first, and it felt amazing. By the time I landed in paradise, any lingering doubts were gone. Stepping off the plane, the warm sea breeze hit me, carrying scents of salt and hibiscus. A private car waited, a sleek SUV with cold towels and bottled water in the back. Yeah, this was better than any wedding. As we drove along the coast, I knew I'd made the right call. Back home, my family was probably bustling with wedding prep. My mom was likely making excuses for my absence. Sarah was laughing with her bridesmaids, not sparing me a thought. But here, I wasn't an afterthought. I was the priority. My priority. The resort was like a dream. The lobby had towering palms indoors, open-air design letting in the ocean air, and service so good they handed you a drink before check-in. My room? Stunning. Wall-to-wall windows, a private balcony, and the plushest king bed I'd ever seen. I dropped my bags, stepped onto the balcony, and soaked it in. Then, just to twist the knife, I snapped a photo of the view and posted it. When one door shuts, another opens, preferably to a beachfront suite with endless piña coladas. I knew it would reach my family, and honestly, I wanted it to. For once, they could feel what it was like to be excluded, and I was just getting started. The first full day was pure bliss. I started with room service, golden waffles, fresh mango, and coffee so good it spoiled every other brew I'd ever had. Then I did exactly what I wanted. No obligations, no family drama, just me, the sea, and a schedule built for my own joy. By afternoon, I was sprawled on a cushioned lounger by the infinity pool, mojito in hand, watching waves crash. Occasionally, I'd glance at my phone, not to check on family, but to see the flood of reactions to my posts. The comments were priceless. Cousin Mark, man, where even are you? Aunt Karen, all right, now you're just flexing. An old high school buddy. Yo, take me next time. Then a notification made me grin. Sarah viewed your post. Oh, now she noticed. I pictured her in the bridal suite, sipping cheap Prosecco, scrolling Instagram, and seeing me thrive while she stressed about her day. Good. I leaned back, sipped my drink, and thought, enjoy your big day, sis. Hope it's everything you dreamed. But as the sun dipped, something strange happened. My phone went wild. At first, I ignored it, assuming it was more reactions to my photos. Then I saw the names: Mom, Sarah, Cousin Mark, even Uncle Dan. Calls, texts, non-stop. I raised an eyebrow and opened my phone. The first message was from my mom. Call me now. It's urgent. Urgent? About the wedding? I sighed, wondering if I even cared. Then Mark texted, Dude, you won't believe what just went down. Now I was intrigued. I scrolled through the messages, and it hit me. The universe had delivered the ultimate wedding present. Sarah's perfect day had imploded. I skimmed the texts, my grin widening. Mark, bro, you escaped a disaster. Mom, call me immediately. This is a family emergency. Sarah, please, where are you? I need you. I stretched out on my lounger, sipped my cocktail, and kept reading. Then a message from Cousin Rachel made me laugh out loud. The groom bailed. I nearly spat out my drink. The groom left? This was better than I could have imagined. Curiosity won, so I texted Mark back. What do you mean he bailed? His reply, man at the reception. Total chaos. He and Sarah had a massive fight and he just stormed out. Left the venue. Another text from Mark. Then Uncle Dan and Dad started yelling about who was embarrassing the family. Grandma was sobbing. They shut down the bar early. It's a wreck. I leaned back, smirking. My sister had shut me out, thinking she didn't need me. Now? Suddenly, I was their go-to guy. I could hear my mom's voice in my head. You need to fix this. Sarah's falling apart. Yeah, no thanks. I opened Sarah's next message. Pick up your phone. Please, I need you. Oh, now I mattered. I took a deep breath and sent one reply. Sorry, too busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was a blast. Then I blocked her number. I blocked my mom's too, and Mark's, just to avoid their guilt tripping. I set my phone to silent, signaled the bartender, and ordered another drink. While my family spiraled, I was in paradise, and for once, I didn't care. The next morning, I woke to waves lapping the shore. The scent of sea and jasmine drifted through my open balcony doors. I stretched, yawned, and for one blissful moment, forgot the chaos back home. Almost. Then I checked my phone. Despite blocking most of my family, I had over 20 missed calls from unknown numbers. They were desperate to reach me. A few voicemails had slipped through. Against my better judgment, I played the first. My mom, frantic. I don't know what you're trying to prove, but this isn't the time for your antics. Your sister's heartbroken, and we need you here. This family needs to stick together. I rolled my eyes and deleted it. Next voicemail, Sarah, sobbing. I don't understand why you're doing this. You're my brother. I need you. Please call me. Click. Deleted. The next one made me chuckle. Mark, whispering like he was in hiding, "Yo, Mom and Aunt Karen are plotting to ambush you at your place when you get back. Heads up. Also, Grandma keeps saying the wedding was doomed because you weren't there." It's wild. That voicemail? Saved. I tossed my phone on the bed and stepped onto the balcony. The sun was rising, casting a golden shimmer over the ocean. I breathed deeply, letting the warmth settle in. Back home, my family was scrambling to save face. Here, I was sipping coffee in a robe, savoring the best choice I'd ever made. And the kicker? They were now feeling what I felt when they excluded me. Unwanted, forgotten, sidelined. It was almost poetic, but I wasn't done. I grabbed my phone, snapped a photo of my breakfast, fluffy croissants, tropical fruit, a mimosa, and posted it, kicking off my day drama-free. Hope everyone's holding up back home. Then, for fun, I peeked at my blocked messages, smirked at the missed calls, and ordered another mimosa. I wasn't calling them back. They could handle their own mess. I was on vacation. By noon, I was chilling in a private cabana, sipping a fruity drink with a tiny umbrella, when my phone buzzed again. This time, it was Cousin Rachel. "Okay, I know you're pissed and you have every right to be, but you need to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You'll love this." I raised an eyebrow. Rachel was the only cousin with any sense. If she said I needed to hear something, it was probably worth it. So, against my instincts, I called her. She answered on the first ring. "Oh my gosh, you finally picked up," she said, barely containing her excitement. "Are you ready for this?" I glanced at my cabana, the ocean sparkling before me, drink in hand. "Yeah, I'm in a good spot for whatever this is." Rachel laughed breathlessly. "Okay." After the groom walked out, Sarah lost it. Not just crying, screaming, throwing stuff, full meltdown in front of the guests. I smirked. "Sounds like her," Rachel went on, her voice buzzing with glee. "Everyone was trying to calm her down, but then Mom overheard Aunt Karen say this whole mess could have been avoided if you'd been there." I blinked. "Wait, what?" Rachel giggled. "Yup. She said you're always the one who fixes things when Sarah spirals, that if you were there, you'd have talked the groom down or managed the chaos like you always do." I burst out laughing. "So the family that banned me from the wedding is now blaming me for not being there to save it?" "Oh, it gets better," Rachel said. "Mom called Karen ridiculous and they started bickering. Loudly. Then Grandma jumped in, saying Sarah brought this on herself by disrespecting the universe for not inviting her brother." I nearly choked on my drink. Rachel was howling now. "Grandma chewed Sarah out in front of everyone, saying, 'If you'd valued your family, you wouldn't be alone in your wedding dress right now.'" I leaned back, grinning. "Wow, that's perfect." "Oh, and then," Rachel added, "your mom tried calling the groom's family to smooth things over. His mom just laughed and said, 'This is your problem now.'" I had to set my drink down to avoid spilling it from laughing. "So," I said, catching my breath, "where's Sarah now?" Rachel sighed. Still crying, still blaming everyone but herself. Last I heard, she was trying to salvage the day with some backup plan, but come on, she's not bouncing back from this. I shook my head, grinning. "You know what's the best part?" "What?" Rachel asked. I sipped my drink slowly. "I don't care." Rachel roared with laughter. "Honestly, I don't blame you. Just thought you'd enjoy knowing karma did its thing." "Oh, I'm loving it," I said, smirking. "Thanks for the update, Rachel." "No prob," she said. "Enjoy your trip, and for the record, you did the right thing." I hung up, more content than I'd been in years. They wanted a wedding without me? Well, thanks to their own selfishness, they got a disaster instead. I raised my drink to the sky, toasting the best decision I'd ever made. Then I turned off my phone and sank back in my cabana, letting the ocean breeze wash away any lingering guilt. For the rest of the day, I didn't touch my phone. I booked a sunset sail, let the warm air flow over me, and savored a gourmet meal by the water. While my family picked up the pieces of Sarah's wedding fiasco, I was enjoying the best lobster I'd ever tasted. For a moment, I wondered if I should feel bad for her. Then I remembered how she'd cut me out without a second thought. Nope. I sipped my wine, snapped one last photo of the view, and posted it with the caption, "No regrets." With a satisfied smile, I turned off my phone again. Let them deal with their mess. I was done being their fallback. The next morning, I woke feeling freer than I had in years. No guilt, no stress, no last-minute family crises to solve. Just me, the sound of waves, and a day of pure relaxation. I stretched, ordered breakfast, and out of curiosity turned my phone on. Big mistake. Notifications poured in. Mom, stop acting like a kid and call me. Sarah, I can't believe you're doing this to me. You're so selfish. Mom again. This isn't a game. Sarah's devastated. Don't you care? Unknown number, probably my aunt. We need to mend this family before it's too late. I groaned, shaking my head. It was almost impressive how fast they went from ignoring me to expecting me to fix everything. Then one message caught my eye. Rachel, I know you're dodging everyone, but read this. Your mom's planning a family meeting when you get back. Heads up, I nearly laughed. They thought I'd come home and act like nothing happened? Let them guilt me into forgetting it all? Not a chance. I texted Rachel back. Thanks for the heads up, but I won't be there. Her reply, wait, what do you mean? Me. I'm extending my trip? They wanted me out? Fine. I'm out for good. I could picture her stunned grin. Seconds later, she replied, that's legendary. Spill the tea when you're back. Whenever that is, LOL. I smiled, set my phone down, and opened my laptop. A few clicks later, my trip was extended. Another full week. No family, no drama, no family meetings. Just me and the ocean. They'd never given me peace. Now, they couldn't touch me. Before heading to the beach, I sent one last text to Mom and Sarah. Oh, you need me now? Sorry, too busy enjoying my overreaction. Good luck with your mess. Then I blocked them for good, set my phone down, and ordered another drink. I let the sun warm my skin. No guilt, no stress, no regrets. Just peace. And it was the best choice I'd ever made.